Ever feel like you're constantly getting pulled into drama, mind games, or emotional roller coasters in your relationships? Maybe you've been left hanging, questioning why someone suddenly went silent. Or you're tired of trying to prove your worth to people who don't seem to respect it. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. A lot of us get stuck in these cycles, feeling controlled by other people's actions and reactions. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." What if you could be that person, calm, grounded, and unfazed, no matter what anyone else does? Today, I'll be sharing powerful Stoic strategies that can help you achieve exactly that. These aren't tricks or manipulative tactics, they're principles that can make you stronger, help you set boundaries, and let you live by your own values. So if you're tired of the games and ready to reclaim your peace, let's dive in. Lesson 1: Master self-discipline. Without self-discipline, it's easy to get pulled into other people's games. Think about how many times you've been upset or frustrated because of something someone else did or said. You find yourself reacting instantly, maybe sending a text you regret, or getting angry when someone doesn't treat you the way you hoped. When we let others control our emotions, it can feel exhausting. Constant reactions drain your energy and leave you feeling out of control. As Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, once said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." When you have self-discipline, you don't let every little thing sway you. You stay calm and grounded. This keeps you from falling into drama and lets you take control of your own peace of mind. Here's a practical way to start mastering self-discipline. The next time you feel yourself getting worked up, try not to react right away. Take a few deep breaths, pause, and remind yourself that you're in control of how you respond. Give it a few minutes or even hours before deciding what to do. Over time, this practice will help you stay calm and make better choices. Lesson 2: Embrace radical acceptance. When we resist or try to change things beyond our control, it only leads to frustration and anxiety. Think about how often you find yourself stressing over things people say, do, or even the way life plays out. Maybe a friend cancels plans last minute, someone gives you the cold shoulder, or something doesn't work out the way you'd hoped. Each time you feel annoyed or disappointed because you're wishing things were different instead of accepting them as they are. This constant resistance only leads to more stress. As the Buddhist saying goes, pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. Radical acceptance means recognizing that some things are simply beyond your control, and that's okay. When you stop fighting reality and start accepting it, you let go of unnecessary suffering and free up energy to focus on what truly matters. Here's a practical way to embrace radical acceptance. Whenever you're faced with a situation that frustrates you, ask yourself, is this within my control? If the answer is no, take a deep breath and tell yourself, it is what it is. This simple phrase can help you let go of the need to change things that can't be changed and allow you to approach life with more peace and clarity. Lesson 3: Focus on your values, not validation. When you live for other people's approval, it's easy to lose sight of who you are and what truly matters to you. Think about the times you've changed your behavior, appearance, or even opinions just to fit in or impress someone. Maybe you felt pressured to chase success for the sake of recognition or acted a certain way to get someone's attention. But seeking validation from others only leads to self-doubt and exhaustion because you're never fully in control of how others perceive you. As the philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "It never ceases to amaze me, we all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinions than our own." When you focus on your values instead, you build a life that feels meaningful and true to who you are. You're no longer chasing validation because you're grounded in a sense of self-worth that doesn't rely on others' approval. Here's a practical way to start focusing on your values. Make a list of the things that genuinely matter to you, like integrity, kindness, or growth. The next time you feel the pull to seek validation, remind yourself of those values. Ask yourself, is this choice in line with what I value? Or am I just looking for approval? Letting your values guide you will keep you centered and more fulfilled. Lesson 4: Knowing when to walk away. Staying in situations that no longer serve you, whether it's a job, a relationship, or a commitment, often leaves you feeling drained, trapped, and resentful. Many times we stay out of fear of hurting others, or worse, because we're afraid of what life might look like if we let go. But holding on to these situations not only makes you miserable, it keeps you from finding opportunities that might actually align with your needs and values. As the saying goes, you can't start the next chapter of your life if you keep rereading the last one. Knowing when to walk away isn't about giving up, it's about knowing your worth and refusing to settle for less. It's recognizing that moving on from what holds you back is actually a courageous choice that opens doors to better experiences. To practice this, reflect on areas in your life where you feel stuck or undervalued. Ask yourself, am I staying because it adds value to my life? Or am I staying out of fear or habit? Start with small steps, like distancing yourself from draining relationships or setting limits with people who don't respect your boundaries. Walking away when something no longer aligns with you is a powerful way to create space for what truly matters. Lesson 5. Practicing patience and non-retaliation. In our fast-paced world, we often expect quick results and instant responses. When things don't go our way or when someone hurts us, it's tempting to react immediately, seeking revenge or trying to fix the situation on the spot. However, this approach usually leads to more chaos and conflict. Reacting in anger or frustration rarely results in the outcome we want, often making matters worse instead. As the wise Lao Tzu said, "He who is patient is rewarded." Practicing patience allows you to pause, think, and respond with clarity rather than reacting impulsively. When you choose patience over retaliation, you empower yourself to approach challenges more calmly and thoughtfully, which can lead to better outcomes and healthier relationships. To cultivate patience, try this simple practice. When you feel the urge to react, take a step back and count to 10. Give yourself the space to breathe and reflect on what's really happening. Ask yourself, is my reaction going to lead to a constructive outcome? Or am I just reacting out of hurt? Focus on responding with intention rather than emotion. This practice can transform your interactions and help you maintain your self-control, ultimately leading to more positive and respectful exchanges. Lesson 6. Don't argue over minor issues. It's easy to get caught up in the heat of the moment and argue over small problems that, in the grand scheme of things, don't really matter. These petty disputes can lead to unnecessary stress, hurt feelings, and even bigger conflicts. When we focus on minor issues, we often lose sight of what's truly important in our relationships and lives, creating a cycle of negativity that can be hard to break. As the famous philosopher Marcus Aurelius said, "The things you think about determine the quality of your mind." Your soul takes on the color of your thoughts. Arguing over trivial matters not only darkens our perspective but can also lead to regret later on. Choosing not to engage in these minor conflicts allows us to preserve our energy for the things that truly matter, fostering a more peaceful and fulfilling life. To avoid getting bogged down in unnecessary arguments, practice letting go. When a minor issue arises, ask yourself, is this worth my time and energy? If the answer is no, choose to walk away or let it slide. Focus instead on what truly matters to you, your values, goals, and the bigger picture. By prioritizing your mental peace over trivial disputes, you create an environment where healthier communication and understanding can thrive. Now we are about the video. Now it is time to change your life. Write down a comment and say that you want to change your life, no matter how difficult it is to change. I will read each of. Your comment features one of the best comments in our channel. If you want a daily dose of unfiltered motivation, subscribe to our channel.